Good evening, everybody out there in Twitterland, Facebook, Tangle, YouTube, a little bit of everything, email land, Skype. Um, just hello to all my friends, family, new friends, and future friends. Um, I had a pretty marvelous night, just because I was able to actually meet up again. Um, This is following Katie. It's actually Kate McRae, little Kate. She's 5 years old. She had brain surgery done for malignant tumor. About 50% was taken out. It has been posted and posted and reposted and posted, and we keep praying and praying and praying. And she absolutely looked precious and adorable. Her mom, Holly, looked just beautiful. She looked very much in peace because God's arms is just, he's wrapped around them all. Dad, Aaron, looked absolutely strong through it all. And the kids were just marvelous. Their kids are just absolutely precious. So, and everyone's handling it just awesome through Jesus. So, it was a great little get together. I was at the Phoenix Children's Hospital, so I was able to meet them. I was actually going to meet with David and Jan Turner's daughter, who just had the in-depth electrodes placed in for epilepsy surgery. However, there was an emergency that she had to have a second surgery done because there was a blood clot. So if all can pray for Hannah too. She had the blood clot removed, and so far so good. Everything looks clear, but they're going to do another CAT scan in the morning. Um, and then just continue with the testing so that they can go forth with the next surgery, which would be to take out what parts and pieces will be needed to take out um, for the epilepsy to subside. After all this, my daughter was precious in greeting the McRae's daughter. My daughter has such a heart. Um, and then we went to our epilepsy support group as a parent of a child with epilepsy. Um, Sometimes I feel like I have too much knowledge to be there because I'm at the actual patient as well. I really feel for people, even my own mother, who raise a child who actually gets epilepsy, but I ran into cases that it's just not epilepsy. So tonight I feel very blessed. Tori has epilepsy, but she has a case that's so mild, so much more even mild than what my case was as a kid that I just right now I'm on my knees praising Jesus because the stories and the cases that were displayed tonight at this support group for parents that have children with it were just beyond belief. I mean, it's just beyond understanding, other than that I know that God works through it all to help bring people to Him. And it's amazing to watch these little kids still sparkle, and, even through the hardship that it can be. But just as one of the ladies said, after her son had a brain tumor removed, still having some seizures, he was saying that basically when he goes back to Tucson, where he was from, where he had a lot of seizures, he has them because he knows that they're gonna go away, that they will never come back, but that he doesn't have them because when he goes back there, that they're haunting him. It's just a remembrance of what came into his life to bring good into his life, to give him talents, and that would be able to use him to reach out to others, and he wants to be able to be a counselor later in life. I mean, he's 11 years old, and of course, he's still thinking about it all. So, he had a pretty cool little story. So, just hearing all of these different stories and all the conjunctions that go with epilepsy, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, it's not like I haven't heard about it, but then to see some of them face to face as parents, I feel utterly blessed right now. I've personally gone through a lot. And I would rather go through it all for my daughter too. But she does have it, and I do pray still that it goes away. But she does have other stuff on her plate as well with past, divorce and stuff. But she really doesn't know too much about that either because it was just so early in her life. So fortunately, God just really had his hands wrapped around this precious child, and she's on fire for him. But there are so many different types and cases out there, and I'm going to be posting some stuff on my site in regards to at least this meeting. And it's just amazing what goes hand in hand with epilepsy. And just know that you are never alone because so many of these people felt alone. There was a couple with a little one, I think she was 14 months old, and really finding the diagnosis completely is very difficult. But she's definitely a ways behind. She has a difficulty holding her own head up even. Um, so they're really truly looking for a complete diagnosis other than just seizures and epilepsy. Um, Something with the muscular, perhaps cerebral palsy. I'm not sure, they're not quite sure yet, the doctors, that is. So, but she's an amazing little girl. She's just precious as can be and just smiles. And, but she was very quiet, she definitely didn't throw any tantrums, I'll tell you that. So, God's watching over these families. Everyone there was pretty darn positive. And so, his presence was definitely in that room tonight. And definitely with the McRaes. And they are just an amazing family, and keep them in your prayers too. And definitely keep the Turners as well for Hannah, who had that blood clot removed with as she has those in-depth electrodes recording her seizures. Um, like I said, I'm going on a third brain surgery. I sit here and contemplate, wondering if this less stress in my life will actually let up on seizures. And so we'll see if that it has anything else to do with it, because that's a huge factor in it all. But I'm sending blessings out to everyone I met tonight, and I can't wait to meet up with you all. And I just want to go ahead and read one of the verses that I've always loved from one of the books in the Bible that I love is James, believe it or not. And the verse that I love from that one is from the first chapter. So it's James 1:12. God blesses the people who patiently endure testing, and afterward they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. And it's so true. And he's ready. I mean, he's ready to promise, and he's ready to fulfill those promises for you. And I know that, and I've lived that, and I will continue living that for him and through him. And just come to me at Twitter, www.twitter.com/epilepsycures, or Alive in Me, as well as my normal one. Or find me on Facebook, and my name on there would be, you can actually just do www.facebook.com/Hetty, Hetty, the number 4, Jesus. And you'll find my epilepsy cure site there too, and that's www.epilepsycures slash, excuse me, www.causes.com/epilepsycures. And may you have a blessed, it's now morning for most, late night for me. And I will see you all in the morning. And God bless you all. And may he be with you through the night.